Happy Cherry Blossom Festival, everybody. Welcome to another commentary by me, this time covering a spring special I did. And as you can see, I'm walking right towards it. I wanted to celebrate the cherry blossom or Sakura season in Japan, as long as just welcoming spring. I hope you all are going to have a great spring. Hopefully you won't be like me and sneezing. Oh, look at how pretty it is. Oh my god. Sorry, I always forget how stunning this is. Just look at the slow, almost orchestral movements of the petals. Look at them flickering close. I'm trying to get the camera close to one. Look at this. You don't get to see this unless if you progress the game closer to the actual cherry blossom season. That can vary in the real world. I think typically March is seen as cherry blossom season, but April as well. Look at the petals. Look at how they fall. Some of them are permanently planted, but watch. I'm going to try to follow one. Look at how stunningly beautiful these are. Now they fall like that one on the left. I think I'm going to stick with it. Yeah, right here with these guys. Now watch. Now they do blink out. And you can see the permanent ones that they've left on. And from far away, they look much better. But to see the ones that are falling and see the detail, the vein inside of the actual leaf element itself, oh, it's so pretty. Once again, Shenmue showing its absolutely incredible, impressive abilities. Released in 1999, BAFTA award-winning Shenmue. Come on! Oh, it's just incredible to see. Oh, and I love this angle too, being able to see just looking straight out. Oh, that's just stunning. Yes, if you do want to see this in the game, you just need to let the story progress far enough along, but not too far, and just... Actually, you don't need to let the story progress. You could just let the game run for days and days and days and days and days, and eventually you would get this far into the game's calendar and be able to see this beautiful sight. It's incredible. Just look at that. And they, because when Rio, the day of the incident, it is winter and the tree is bare. It looks very bare. Now, if you come out and, of course, look up, you get a flashback to Rio and his father. His father's training him, and the tree is full of leaves and cherry blossoms, and they're falling. So it was a good way to use something that they wanted to use to show the passage of time, show back in the past, and show the difference between the tree back then. Look at the flowers. You see the flowers? Look at all the flowers. Look. Again, when you play the game at the other times, you don't see this. Look at the additions. Sorry about the glitches. You know how it is when you're emulating. I try not to. But look, right there. Oh, just look at that. And you can see a couple over there to the left of the path. Now, doesn't this remind you of something? Isn't this so reminiscent of Shenmue 2 when we go through a walk through the woods with Shenhua? Look at how cute and pretty it is to have the extra flowers. It's so cool. But this reminds me of our walk at the end of Shenmue 2 with Shenhua. And it really makes me think that Ryo's father is trying to recreate that as best he can at his home. You can see more flowers over there. See them just slightly to the right and to the left. Of course, I get fascinated by the fish. I always have to look at the fish because they still amaze me with all the different animated elements, how they work, the way the water looks. Oh, there's that deer scare again. And if I am panning over, and it's just such a simple thing, It's not a... They didn't add tons of changes. They just added a little bit. Just adding a few of these little flowers. And it means so much. Look at them dotted right over there behind the bonsai. I think the bonsai plants... Don't the bonsai trees look the same to you? I don't think there's any big difference. There might be. I'm not remembering correctly. But yeah, the flowers just over there. Again, the flowers I like that they're cropping up next to where the hose is. You know, makes sense. There's water, and if there was anything to grow, it would grow. One place right next to the... I don't believe there's gasoline in there. It's probably kerosene, because like I said, for the heaters inside Japanese homes, they use kerosene. At least they used to quite a bit. I know they still do sometimes. Oh, one tucked away. Yep, old me just saw it. If you're wondering, yes, this is an older video that I recorded for the spring special. A fan reached out and asked if I was going to be doing one, and I said I've been quite busy lately. I didn't have the time. The fan seemed a bit curious if I could do anything, and he gave me this great suggestion of why not record this. I'm not going to say his name because I think he would prefer to be anonymous, but you know who you are, and I appreciate you so much. Oh, especially this music too. This music going with spring kicking in. We've got a nice clear sky with a little bit of clouds, but very bright. I think this music just fits so well for spring. Don't you think it fits well? Laundry is out. Ever remember how we learned that if it starts to rain and you leave and come back, they will put the laundry back in the houses? Such a cool detail. But in the world of Shenmue, yes, this would be a very, very good day to hang out and dry your laundry. Not too much alteration here for spring as such. Gonna be thorough though. I want to take a good look around just to make sure. You never know, wherever there's dirt, there might be a sign of spring. But please tell me, can anybody think of any other games released around this time period that in addition to the weather changes, they would also alter the environment in such a beautiful and specific way, depending on what was happening around the time of in-game world? It's so special. It makes Shenmue special. And for some people, if you have friends or family who don't understand why we love this game and why we think it's special, these are some of the reasons that make everything add up. It makes you fall in love with it very easily, you know what I mean? We actually walked up to the shrine this time to properly look. It is a fox shrine. It's based on a real location that you can visit if you go to Japan. I love the idea of the added amulet. And that's the donation box down there. You can put coins or paper money, whatever you choose, whatever yen denomination you choose. Cherry blossoms, like I said, in Japan are called Sakura. There are Sakura festivals that happen in Japan. Mostly friends, family, co-workers will all go to where there are many trees, bring a blanket, a bento box, lots of food to share and pass. Everybody brings something, kind of like a potluck meal to pass kind of thing, making your specialty. Alcohol is strongly associated with the Sakura festivals, so you get drunk under the cherry blossoms. That's why I can't remember what the saying is. There is a saying, though, that's about getting drunk under the cherry blossoms. And there is cherry blossoms all over Asia. It's very beautiful. I've been lucky enough to see them in Japan and Korea. I haven't been able to see them in China, and I have seen them in the Philippines. Stunningly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. See, I'm still being thorough here. Gotta examine every nook and cranny, especially as we get deeper into Dobuita. You know, there's a lot less area for nature to thrive. There isn't as much dirt or anything, if you know what I mean. But as you can see, I'm checking around every nook and cranny. Maybe something there, maybe a little surprise. As you probably noticed in a lot of my videos, I do stop and look at corners. I want to try and see if I can get a new angle, see behind a building, see something else. I know there are hacks and mods that let you just go everywhere you want so you can see everything in the game. I'm not that skilled at that stuff. But I figure if I can in-game do something and see something, then that would be easier for you to do it. Oh, the kids are great. I love the attitude. Hey, mister, let's play baseball. The girls are always usually very sweet to Ryo, and they appreciate him talking to them, and so on and so forth. Speaking of spring, where I am right now, not in the game, but myself, it is having a lot of spring showers at the moment. I guess it goes well with the video, you know? It's spring in every way. There's Sakura, and there's rain for me. So what a good combination. Help those plants thrive. I was impressed with... See, I love that with the trees. From far away, it looks like a tree that has... How could I put it? It doesn't look like flat graphics that have been layered on top of each other. It looks like it has the depth and rounding of a real tree. Like from this distance, you can't tell that it's just made of different flat panels of graphics put on. It looks very full. But like right there, it looks like it's perfectly rounded and sticking out. Incredible. I love all the moss details on the sides of the stones. Very common in Japan. I would see that quite a bit. The drainage system. It is here. I'm not going to look at it here. And in another video, I do look at it quite closely. Always such a fascinating... The way their drainage system works in Japan, I always thought was very fascinating. Oh, sorry, just the music is just phenomenal for a walk. It's so good. I think I want to try to find if any fans have made their own version of this track. It's very unique and has a lot of layers to it, so it might be a little bit difficult to do, but if anybody's seen, I don't remember which free track this is. I want to say 6, but I'm probably wrong. I'd have to look it up. But if anybody's heard this one as a fan version, let me know. As a lot of you probably know, I love fan music made around our series, because our series has incredible music, and hearing slightly different takes and ideas on it is always just so cool. I love to feature it. I love to have it for my walks or Shenmue View. Might as well throw that in now. Please like, subscribe. It helps me out so much. If you find somebody who just needs a way to chill out, relax, if they like video games, and they just want to have something to enjoy, I hope you'll pass these videos along to them. Maybe not me with the commentary, maybe the traditional walk through Shenmue. Well, I guess we're going to go right into Dobuita. I was hoping I was going to go to the park. You know, double check the park just to make sure I didn't miss anything that popped up for new growth, but I suppose not. And thanks to everybody who's joined recently. I had a flurry of new people come in. Welcome, one and all. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate everybody who leaves a comment, a suggestion, and also one of my favorite things is when you find something new. When you see something you haven't seen before. And I always love that because I get that same sense of discovery, or even if it's something while I'm playing that I've seen before, remembering it again, or remembering when I found it, makes me smile so much. It's so great. I love that name for these apartments. Wakaba! Wakaba Apartments. So cool. And that we can see back just down to the right with the I don't know, I always called it a secret path. The one that goes through the woods, through the dirt to get back there, because when I first played the game, I had no idea that path was there. I thought there was one path from Sakura to get to Dobuita, and I was positive that the only way to get there was to go next to Sakura Park. After playing the game many times, eventually I did go far enough to the right and realized, oh, this keeps going and going. I have entered Dobuita a different way. Isn't that delightful? Oh, the kitty's sleeping. I think originally in Sakuraoka, where the taxicab parks, I think I remember reading somewhere that they were planning to have that be another way to get down to Dobuita, but they decided not to do it. Would have been interesting to see where that came out. That window straight ahead right there, I love it when it's night because it's got a white fluorescent glow compared to the more mellow, traditional, calming yellow glow that we see with a lot of the other windows. Such an interesting choice. Fluorescents are very popular in Japan, very popular, even back in the 80s. Very popular and used a lot. Again, they don't have to program different colored lights. They don't have to have some that are yellow and some that are white. They could have just all yellow, all white. Nope. We're going to make these details unique and interesting, and we're going to have different colored lights for different buildings, and that is awesome. Into Dobuita. The bicycle's not here. I always love when the staff gets on the bike here because there he is, look, I love the stack, look at how much he's got. Hit that brake. I turn around as fast as I can. I don't want to zoom in because it might, there we go, nice and slow. I love he's got, still keep the arm up, keep the arm up. Keep it up, and down it goes. It's so cool. It's such a stack, and they do that in Japan. I would have a couple deliveries for different occasions, parties. They would carry huge stacks, not so much on their hands, but still on the back of the bike, and then try to carry it in. That's because typically, for some restaurants, they will actually bring you. I just love a little bit of greenery. As you can see, I'm trying to check, make sure that there's anything special for spring. I'm not seeing anything. If you do takeout at certain restaurants, they will bring you the food, and it will come in actual pottery. It's not plastic bowls, paper plates, or anything like that. It's in real, honest-to-goodness pottery or glasses. I love the animation for the little girl. She's looking at the boy like, what you drawing? I think he's drawing Ultraman. And there is our jogger from the harbor. Does everybody remember him? Remember, he's training. After learning his backstory, sorry, I'm trying to stay focused on him. After learning his backstory and how he's training for the next big fight, but he has no confidence in himself, to then see him in town, because I don't remember seeing him in Dobuita very much, I always remember him from the harbor, he jogs around. But to see him practicing his fighting moves, getting his stance just right, a little shadow boxing, wah, wah, wah. Look at the fluidity of the animation. This was 1999. Just look at it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Look at that. But for some reason, I had no idea that he was here, I didn't think he was... Oh, and there he goes. Back to jogging. We also caught one of the staff leaving after that long delivery. Sorry, I keep bouncing around. I do apologize. I should stay on track. Hey, it's the bartender from MJQ. Let's see, what time is it? It's like what, like 2:25 p.m.? That's right, he's got to get in a little bit early to get everything ready. Oh, I followed the jogger. Look, you can see him leave. And he goes left. He's not going right. Which, wait, now that I said it, that makes sense. Oh, fine and dandy. There's our drunk just to the right. Anyways, he is going left because that's the direction the bus goes. When we are... Yeah, I'm blocking him. There he goes. That's the direction that the bus goes to go to the harbor, so he's jogging back down to the harbor. So cool. Another lovely floral shop. Smiley flower shop. Posies are guaranteed to get a smile, I suppose. Although having the trash right there at the front, I don't know how good that is. I always look at the parking lot, but I don't go in because if we do, Rio will say, this is a good place to practice my moves. And we don't want you to practice, Rio. We want you to. I was still doing silent episodes. I didn't want any of the characters to talk. Interesting story about him. Leaving the traditional style Japanese restaurant, and he came down to look at some French bread. Hey, there's the owner of Heartbeats. Where are you going? As you can see, I'm sorry, this time Tom is not here. Tom is currently down at the harbor. What you doing there? Seems like you're awkwardly avoiding things. Could be afraid of Rio. Like I'm trying to pace with him here, like, hey, remember me? I'm the schoolboy who drank the milk and beat the crap out of the goons. As you can see, I'm not seeing too many other spring differences. I do apologize about the camera. Once the camera goes up to a certain area, it's locking onto Ryo in a weird spot, and it makes the camera bounce. They got rid of that in Shenmue 2. I don't know if I'm sad about that or not. I do like that the camera movement in the first Shenmue is a little bit more smooth. Shenmue 2, everything is like hypersensitive with the camera. Oh, poor Nozomi. Her friends all stop by throughout the day to say, are you sure you want Ryo? I mean, there are other boys who would throw themselves at your feet, and he seems pretty occupied. Pick somebody else. But nope, Nozomi's heart belongs to Ryo. Ryo, please get back to Japan, please. I mean, I know at the end of this game she's in Canada, but you watch. You watch. When we get Shenmue 4, Shenmue 5, at the end, Ryo's going to come back to Japan. Nozomi just couldn't stay away. She had to get back to be with her grandma, and she'll see you. I don't know. That's my hope. I know most people don't think that's going to happen, but that would make me so happy. Yep, chopping vegetables. Later on tonight, he'll go to Nana's karaoke, get a little bit plastered, and give Nana a little bit too much attention. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge, nudge. Oh, Mooch's bicycle is here. He must be inside Ajiichi. It is so fascinating. Everybody who watches the Suka Pass Saturday episodes that I do, you know a lot of the backstory for a lot of these characters. Like the poor pharmacist down there, you know his sad story. If you don't, make sure you check out Suka Pass Saturdays. I've got a playlist. All the episodes are in there. We're over 50 now. Please take a look. Hattori Sporting Goods. Kick that ball. Oh, I love the glow from Ajiichi. It's so cool. Wow, you up at 7 a.m. I love the detail. You can see all the shoes back there. A few jerseys. A couple gloves. And even though circles are hard to make at this point in video games, you can see, you know, what should I, can I call them soccer balls, or I'm an American. I want to call them soccer balls, and I think they look neat that they're pretty round. I know. 99% of the rest of the world, that is a football. They are nice round footballs, right? Please forgive me. Like I said, I'm an American. Oh, the graffiti's such a cool touch. And there's history and stories behind some of that graffiti. I might go into that in the future. Love the name, Knocking Motorcycle Shop, because if your motorcycle is knocking, that's not good. Gotta get it fixed. I love the placement of where he's working, because it really looks like he is into the engine elements and tweaking something. Again, the bikes all look cool. I love the design, the shine. Of course, for the actual motor, you know, it's just a picture. The wheels are huge, fat wheels. They look really cool. Oh, we know what that bike is. That's important later in the game. Yeah, not seeing too much else for spring. Compared to Christmas and New Year's. Christmas, the entire game gets decked out a little bit in Christmas elements. New Year's as well. Makes sense. I mean, Christmas isn't super important in Japan. It's more commercial. Only really young kids get to enjoy certain elements of a more Western-style Christmas. But it's more for couples. More for couples to go out and have something to eat. And just have a romantic night out. New Year's, of course, super important in Japan. Traditional food. Getting money envelopes from friends and family and relatives that you can then go use to purchase something. I think that kind of makes up for the Christmas element of not getting presents when kids are getting older. love that can you see the sky changing color? Look up there, you can see it's just getting... Oh, dang! Excuse you. Really ran us over. But yeah, look at the sky. You can see just a little change in the hue, a little cherry of like somebody went up to the sky and just dropped a little bit of red paint into the blue, and it's slowly mixing its way in. It's only a little bit, but you can see the difference in the sky. And adding that element, I think, is cool. It makes it, look more like maybe like the cherry blossoms. I love this tire here has tread. The other ones we were looking for didn't. They were like perfectly smooth. These ones are more beefed up. Always love the mailboxes, extra industrial and big. They still, for the most part, look very much like this in Japan. Beefy mailboxes, but they're not too big, and I guess that's kind of common because most of Japan has mailboxes placed all over. Very easy to find some. I always wondered what that box was. Do you think that's for, the electrics of the building or something else? And there again, I'm trying really hard to see behind the building. I always wonder if that box is for electrics. I'm sure it's not an incinerator. Oh, look at the sky. It's gotten very cloudy. It's very cloudy now. Again, those transitions. I think I noticed. Oh, and all the weathering on the side of the building, the spots where it's supposed to be white, but there's so much, dirt from the city that it's blackening it. But you can see that, the original white is down there. Like I said, last video, I love the call boxes that you can push and, say, hello, this is Rio, and I want to ask you about that day. Oh, it's starting to change a little bit more. Oh, it's so cool. People say Breath of the Wild is gorgeous, but I mean, come on. That's a modern game. This is 1999, and it is showing off. Love the tile work there. Oh, there goes a kitty. There's the post office worker. Always like him on his bike, and I'm not 100% sure, but I've tried to peek at him multiple times, and I'm pretty sure the mail that he's carrying does vary slightly depending on the time of day. The other one that varies is the newspaper delivery on the blue bike. He'll zoom by, and when he's going, when he's coming off the streets and going up Dobuita, going farther into Sakuraoka, he has tons of newspapers. When you see him later going back down, they're gone. Hopefully we can catch that someday because it's cool. Again, love the bikes, the different colors, the design, the chrome. It looks so cool. Oh, it's just epic. And again, even the concrete ceiling in here, I think that's concrete. Has the different waves and elements in the lines. And we'll see over that wall. And just to the left, of course, we have a whole lineup of mailboxes. I should look at those. Why have I never looked at those? It's an interesting animation for him. No, don't zoom in. Oh, nope, he keeps getting stopped. Oh, goes back up. Starting to smoke again. Naughty, naughty. It's interesting. When he takes that step down, it's more like he's awkwardly standing there, kind of looking around for... I don't know if he's looking for people or looking for potential customers, and maybe he thinks standing up there and taking a puff will make him look more cool. You can see that to the far right, that is the apartment building that's up near the dirt path. Still has tons of details when they animate it. I love it. There's the Russia China shop. Love to see that. far enough along that we don't have to worry about the mooch asking for a drink because he's very thirsty. Yeah, just look at the dirt on the railing there. Do you see the railing dirt? I'd love to think again that that's been worn away where people typically are grabbing onto the railing as they go up. All the baskets on the bikes just look so cool. Yeah, just look at the change in the skyline. It's just amazing. And again, from far away, that barbershop rotating pole, you just assume it's round and it's spinning. It's actually not. It's another rectangle. But that combined with the exterior glass and the way that it was positioned from far away, it looks like it's round and it's spinning. So awesome. Yeah, I was in a mood to stand up here and get a different perspective, definitely. I said, even now, back then, I was still fascinated by the changing in the sky. I do think the clouds actually help. You don't see as much of the pixelated squares in the sky compared to when it's a beautiful blue sunny sky. Smooths it out. Oh, the kids are heading home. Probably done with school for the day. Maybe had some extracurricular, maybe some English lessons after school. And look, you can see right back there that there's obviously a gap back there. You can go back and turn left. What lies behind? I know somebody could probably jump through there and take a look for me, but, mystery is the spice of life, Oh, just look at the mountain in the background. Oh, it's excellent. Oh, I'm actually surprised I turned left right there, but I'm glad I did. Love the design of this building. It's fantastic. They're definitely getting more overcast now. The sky's trying to change color, but the overcast is kicking in very strong. Fingers crossed. That old me is gonna go to the park. Am I going? I'm going. There's the taxi, and that's the other path that they were thinking about creating to get. Am I right? Was it to go to Dobuita, or maybe I'm wrong? Not gonna go too far in because it might trigger Rio wanting to do a workout, and I don't want to whatever that boy is looking for. Maybe he's looking for bottle caps. Loose change from everybody who loves to stand there and have some gossip. Maybe he's just got a toy car and he's doing some off-roading with it. Yeah. Again, most of you know there are certain things that I'm just drawn to, like the fish earlier. The park bench is one of them, just because it fills me with happy memories. Remembering that beautiful scene with Ryo and Nozomi. There's that unhappy house again. At the time I was recording this, I didn't know the backstory of what's happening to the family inside about their missing daughter. Now looking at it and some of the elements and how it's a bit more dingy than some of the other houses in the area, makes sense. Don't worry about upkeep or anything if you're worried about your daughter and your marriage is falling apart in a very sad way. Again, the taxi details are really cool. I always thought that was such an interesting design of older Japanese cars to have the rearview mirror so far ahead to give you a better view of everybody behind you, but of course they're small, so all I could picture is trying to use all my optical focus to look at those tiny mirrors and say, is there somebody there? I can't quite tell. Love how Tuck gets getting. Again, that's just the placement of just a little fence. We can't go back in there, which is fine. There's that metal wall that's giving some privacy. Oh yes. This is when I started getting fascinated with all the wiring, all the different utility poles, electricity poles, telephone poles. the way that the wires have been crisscrossed across the neighborhood so that they're connected, and it makes sense with how they would be connected and working to get the houses. Oh, the lights are on. And look, there's more colors. I forgot. There's that more of like a green to go with like maybe the fluorescence hitting the curtains or the glass. It's making green. We have the ever popular, more yellowish light. Oh, look, you can see all the details that are coming through the metal right there. See it? See it? I always think that looks like a face. Yep, I got fascinated by it. But I was too close to the building, so I'm making do. Just look at the detail on that. And you can see through it. They didn't just, draw it on there and stick it. No, you can see through it. Oh, waiting for that awesome Dragon Ball Z capsule toy to drop, eh, son? Don't think it's gonna come out on its own, though. I like to think of him as a mooch in the making. He's not thirsty. He wants a capsule toy. Love the logo on the jacket. Very colorful, unique, really cool looking. I like his shoes, too, if you can see the details on his shoes. The logo that's on the side and all the extra white from the rubber on the bottom. So awesome. There is a chalkboard right here on the right, kind of like a neighborhood bulletin board where everybody could put up different goings on. Wow, look at how dark the sky's gotten. Oh, it makes sense. It's almost 7 o'clock, and you all know what time that is. I like the TV radio tower up there right on the hill. Sorry, I love that. I think we all do. I think we all... The night transitions. There were many video games that would have a night and a day cycle, but man, does Shenmue do it perfectly. A lot of them, the most famous one I can think of would be like a Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, where it takes forever to transition to night. What a terrible night to have a curse, and it takes so long. Oh, it's Kitty. We'll sit in your spot. It's my spot. Be gone, Rio. This is my spot. Anyways, Simon's Quest for Castlevania 2. The night transition takes forever. Which, again, with the limitations of the NES is cool. Yes, I love that. Many phone booths would have important information just tacked up there. I'm not sure, but I actually think that changes at different stages in the game, almost like it's being taken out. Gotta double check on that. I might be wrong, but I swear that the blue and red that's up there, if you look at it earlier on, it's not there. I might check it out, and I'll just leave I'll leave information in the description if I remember to do it. Because I record these, they sit for a while, and then I finally have time to edit. And once I edit, I forget what I was originally doing. Anyways, night transitions. There's more than a few games that do it. I think for a lot of people, they may enjoy it at first, but then they get bored with it. I think we can all, as one, say, never get tired of the night transitions in Shenmue, and they kept it going in the different locations, and it's so pretty. Like, just loving all these different colors of the windows, the greens, the yellows. It's excellent. And again, all this foliage is serving a purpose. It's keeping Rio from being able to go too far, and I'm sure it helped with some of the boundaries that they wanted to keep you on and not make sure you can... No, they wanted to make sure that you couldn't go too far and cause any glitches or other fun issues. Fortunately, it is a very cloudy night, so we're not going to get any beautiful stars to see. It's a shame. Oh, did you see the glow underneath Rio's face? It's not as prevalent there, but when I was standing at the threshold, his face had like a almost like you're holding a flashlight underneath your face. It's got a really cool glow to it. And again, there's the telephone pole and the power line wiring. It all works. It all makes sense. It's not just, hey, a neighborhood would have some power lines. Let's put some up. Good idea. No. These are put up because they make sense. Because it works. Oh, it's just excellent. Let's see how many of you are really big fans of this channel. Name something else in the comments that you see me drawn to like a flame almost without fail. I do look at a lot of things repeatedly, but there's a few things that in almost every playthrough I have to look at it. Usually look at it very, very closely. There is one that should be easy, but... Oh. She just exited her house. I was standing outside the front. I was probably standing outside her door, and she's like, why is that Hazuki boy just standing in front of my door? But yeah, leave a comment below. What do you know I am always fascinated by that I can't stop looking at and being so interested? If you know, you know. And it's a thing as well. It's not a person. And I already mentioned, you know, the koi fish in the pond. I'm usually guaranteed to look at that. Aww. Or Mimi is sleepy. I know. We all got different names. Maybe you picked Chibi. I can't even remember all the names. All I remember is Chibi and Mimi. And I know Mimi because that's what I always pick. I know Chibi because I know what that means, and it also kind of works for the story, so... Such a quiet and silent sound as we walk. And it's very true. In the more mountainous regions of Japan, because the population is so small, you can go for long walks and hear nothing, not even traffic. Love the glow in the bigger houses too. It makes sense, you know, the farther we get away from the cities, the slightly bigger the houses we get, and the more in the countryside. There's me longing just to walk in that little area. More details for the wiring near the window. Again, I wish there was more spring in the rest of the world, not just primarily at the Hazuki house, but it's still really special back at the house, you know? I'm adding just all those little elements to make it special. It just, it's so good. I love the glow of the lantern right next to the property entrance. How detailed it is. How solid the wood is. I hope you're enjoying this, my friends. I really do. I almost wish that, you know, we know that originally there was a sign outside that said, Hazuki outside. I wish it would have still, like, maybe Rio would have fixed it or taped it or just stuck it back there, you know. The flowers are still here. I am coming back because I want to see if the tree is still dropping the petals. It's been so long since I made this, I actually can't remember. I'm seeing them all. Look. Incredible. Look at that. I mean, there's just so many of them, and they move so slow and so smooth. As you can see, then and now, I've just become mesmerized by it. Incredible. Look at that. Just wish that we had a starry night behind it to go with it, but This is still gorgeous. And for a lot of us, we finish the game before the tree can even start to bloom, so you don't even see this. And for a long time, I didn't know it did it either until I started playing around and wanted to see later on in the game to see if there's anything else that's changed. And the first time I discovered this, I was mind blown. And again, from far away, they don't look really pixelated. They look just like the others that are falling. Oh. When was the first time you discovered that the tree would actually bloom and everything would fall? I think right here I suddenly remembered, oh yeah, I can go behind the tree. Just to give a little bit of distance. Look at that. Incredibly beautiful. All the layer elements, just so good. Look at how far they go. You can see them very far off in the distance. I wish I would have done this at the beginning of the episode. I'll have to make another one of these where I can get the same angle. Oh, it's just amazing. Look at that. Just look at how far off they go. How far off into the ether they go. I was brave. I actually went into the dojo. Oh, I'm going to stay at the perimeter. Quite often if you go in there, Rio will say, well, let's get sweaty. No, Rio, don't talk. Oh, I love the color of the wood. Yeah, there we go. I'm doing a good job. Just look at the metal and the different elements that put it together. Oh, it's so good looking. And the shadows on the floor of the light coming through. Oh, and all the hinges look just epic. And the handle, it's a good chunky door handle, you know? Maybe it was made that big so that way if you were inside, you needed to close it, you could. I love Rio's shadow right there. And then you can see the cherry blossoms. I should say Sakura. Look at the Sakura. It's so pretty. And Ryo's shoes. Again, I guess, if those weren't there, we might not think anything or say anything, but they put them there because he took them off, A simple way to avoid animating him actually getting his feet in there. Again, I realized that even this far away, the Sakura petals are falling all the way over here. Oh, it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Well, I suppose I should wrap up. Thank you to everybody. I hope you're having a great spring. I know Easter's happening, so if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter, all that good stuff. I do love how in Japan it's not really a holiday that's related to anything aside from it's the changing season, and there's such a beautiful way to enjoy it by enjoying the growth of the cherry blossoms as they grow and fall. Always beautiful. If there's high winds and you go see it, it just looks excellent. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support, everybody. Share this with somebody that you love and loves video games, okay? I'm hoping that they'll find a bit of peace. They'll enjoy just relaxing with the videos that are on the channel. And who knows, maybe they'll give Shenmue a try. The more people that try, the more we get closer to Shenmue 4. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.